Yeah.
Well, anyway, there you go, guys. Shuffle off to our next topic, which we don't have a stinger for. But hey, look, Nosferatu. First
Ooh.
look at Robert Eggers' new horror film. It's only an image, but we
Yeah.
do get a little bit of a snippet from Robert Eggers about what he's done with it. So this is the image that is revealed. It's Lily Rose Depp with Count Orlok's hand. It looks cool.
It does.
Here's the bigger image of it. What do we think about the image?
Okay.
I like the framing. I mean, the rule of thirds are on point.
Is it going to be black and white, or does it just look that way because the color?
I think it's just dark.
Yeah, this is a bit purpley, so it's just dark. But the rule of thirds, I mean, this is perfect framing.
Yeah.
Like perfect framing. So cinematography is good at the very least.
So the question is, do they trolley back from this and you get a reveal? Because that would be cool, right?
Oh, probably. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good shot, though. Can we agree, at least from a cinematography perspective? It looks good. Cool. Excellent. Good. And then we had this. So we had this from Robert Eggers. It says, yeah, it's a scary film. It's a horror movie. It's a gothic horror movie. And do I think that there hasn't been an old school gothic horror movie that's actually scary in a while? And I think that the majority of audiences will find this one to be the case.
Wow.
So the emphasis is on horror. This is a horror. So I like that. I think that's good.
And there's a familiar name we were just talking about.
Say that again.
There's a familiar name in it we were just talking about.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, Nicholas Hoult,
yeah.
Thomas Hutter, and Lily Rose Depp plays his wife, Ellen Hutter.
Yeah.
So there is a little bit of a difference with respect to this movie as a remake from the others. So Eggers also reveals the story this time around is more about Lily Rose Depp's Ellen. So he says it's even more Ellen's story than previous versions, and Lily Rose is absolutely phenomenal. Don't really know what that means, though. Because it's kind of from her perspective anyway in the others, because it's Count Orlok's obsessed with her. So I don't... How is it even... Do you see what I mean? Like, how is it even more Ellen's story if it was already kind of Ellen's story? Do you see what I mean? I'm a bit confused with that.
Unless they're just trying to say that to get with the...
Well, no, because Robert Eggers famously came out when The Northman was being lambasted for diversity. He was like, why the fuck would there be diversity in it? Like, why would there be diversity in it? Why? Like, because the Northman time period set in, folklore. He's like, no, of course not. That's stupid. So he's not one of these people that is woke out the wazoo. I mean, The Lighthouse is about two white men. So he's not exactly feeding into the woke culture, is he?
No.
But anyway, whatever. I just thought that was interesting. And then we had this about Bill Skarsgård, who plays Count Orlok. He says, I'll say that Bill has so transformed. I believe all of this, by the way, because of how Bill transformed for Pennywise. I'm fearful that he might not get the credit that he deserves because he's not there. He felt like honoring who had come before him. It's all very subtle. But I think the main thing is that he's even more a folk vampire. In my opinion, he looks like a dead Transylvanian nobleman, and in a way that we've never actually seen what an actual dead Transylvanian nobleman would look like and be dressed like.
Wow.
I think it's impressive. I think this is...
Where's Andre? Where's Andre when you need him? Yeah.
Well, yeah, Troy.
Yeah.
He's actually traveling, but I can see if he's even remotely anywhere available.
But this is, this is his jam.
It's all good. We'll be shuffling on from this in a minute anyway. But
yeah,
I just thought this was an interesting thing just to take a look at. I mean, this is going to be coming out. It comes out next year, I think. So not too long to wait.
Everything comes out next year.
This is true. All right, this is true. But look, I really like The Northman. Lighthouse, I can kind of see what he was trying to do with it, but Northman was epic. and The Witch is all right as well. So I'm keen for this. I think this will be decent. I'm very excited. Are you excited? Yay or nay? Yay or nay?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it seems like we've kind of reached this impasse with vampires where they've kind of fallen off of popularity. So I don't know how well the movie's going to do overall in theaters, though this probably has a little bit more potential than Last Voyage of Demeter or Renfield or some of the other ones we've gotten lately. But
Renfield was marketed poorly.
It was. Honestly, and I hate saying this, they should have cut it down to PG-13 and market it more towards the audience that would have loved it. And that is the 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old boys, right? Like they would, if I would have saw this movie when I was 10 years old, I would have fucking loved it. I mean, I love it now, but I mean, I would really loved it when I was a kid, right? Like, yeah,
I agree with that.
I mean, this is a different audience, though. This is a very different audience, though. Yeah.
We are getting a resurgence on vampire films, aren't we? It seems,
but I don't think the audience is there for them. That's the problem. It feels like we've reached that point where they've kind of gone past their peak again.
Because of silly Supernatural and stupid Twilight and all this other garbage that's trashed up the supernatural stuff.
Yeah, agree with that. Well, there you go, guys.